Interesting. Well, dang, if that doesn't pick up, we might just end this early. Zero, zero, zero. I see. Oh, hey, we have one person, finally. What's this box? Oh. Wonder when that got there. Damn, I'm tired. Definitely be going to bed early tonight. So it looks like I'm going to be getting a new phone here pretty soon. Downside of live streaming all the time is it causes excess wear on your phone. And my phone charging port has decided that it doesn't want to work 100% of the time. You have to hold a charger at a specific angle for it to charge. So we will be moving from the current phone, hopefully up to a phone with some better storage. That's what I'm really looking for. Anyway, what are you guys up to tonight? Not a whole lot. I guess that right there just shows you what happens when I start streaming a half hour late. Nobody shows up. What are you gonna do? God, moving this thing kind of sucks. You go to reach for it and you grab it and it sucks away all the heat from your hand. God, I need to work on that design right there. What a quiet night. Would have expected somebody to say hi by now. Been streaming for almost 10 minutes. Really, really quiet night. Holy crap, we got 2 likes. Geek Machinist, what's up? How's it going? Sharpening your buddy's skinning knives. Nice. I'm here sharpening. Nothing. I know, surprising. As you can see. I would never. Straight to the belt? No. Yep, and I've done that all by hand. Be a man. Don't make it easy on yourself. Use the least amount of power tools, even though it would make it so much faster. Be a man, or something. Today was a range day. Went through about 125 rounds. Thinking about moving away from 22s. Instagram obviously doesn't like guns, so that post got buried. Well, it's not like I'm going to post a picture of it on here. I don't know if I'd get banned on here for showing that picture. I'm not going to risk it though. But yeah, I think I'll be moving from 22s to 223. So the build's going to be about, what was it? Almost double, maybe more than, oh, it's going to be more than double what my current build is. The building process to me is kind of meh. It's the going out and shooting what you've finished. That's the fun part to me. everything's super inconsistent. Wish they made aftermarket steel hardware for those things, because the titanium hardware just ain't cutting it. It doesn't do its job very well. The main job of holding this thing together without coming apart. These ones almost don't do it either. This one's fine. These things just suck. But all the aftermarket support for the Para 3 is titanium hardware. I don't get how they get I don't get how they get away with that. It's about to be a little more than just those folding knife problems. Shit's about to get expensive very fast. So we're back down to $6,000 backing the new knife. Instead of the 8,000 that we had. We'll work our way back up though. Oh, it's time to make a company. It is time for me to start learning things about building companies. So, oh, that's not going to be fun. We got this though. It'll all work out. The design will be released. And they'll sell out within a month. Oh, that'd be sick. We got 8 people in here. How you guys doing? And then half of them left. Okay. Roy, what's up? Max, how's it going? Fair enough, Geek Machinist. I'll name it Jimmy. It's a QB Titius. KUBEY TITYUS in purple titanium and 14C28N. It's a pretty big blade. It's got that Spyderco feel with how much blade there is to it. I think that's not going to happen anytime soon. I need to fund other things before I fund that shit. No, that's an aftermarket blade. There's no markings anywhere on it. Yeah, I would have gone with a regular blade if I knew it was going to suck. Supposedly, VG10. I'm not sure how much I believe that. Shipped straight from China through eBay. Which means I probably could have gotten it cheaper elsewhere. The only factory piece on this is the pocket clip. Even the screws are aftermarket. Yep, pretty much. We're going to give the QB a touch up real quick. Actually, that whole thing cost me about as much as a used Para 3. What comment was censored? Oh. Yeah, that wasn't censored on my end. Oh, you're headed out? We'll see you next time. You have a good one, Max. Yeah, no, I knew what you said. It wasn't censored on mine. Will do. Inverted, what's up? So I lost a decent chunk of money. From the investment thing. We are down $2,000, which means we are at a total of $6,000 again. Not a huge deal. Obviously, some other more pressing matters came up. When everything is all said and done, I'll explain. Dude does dip while he's smoking too. Damn. Yeah, that shit's sharp. Damn. A lot sharper than it was. Duvat Oskan. My guess on how you say that. How's it going? Oh yeah, I think you talked about that last time. Probably butchered that name too. Um, well, what is good? Crackers with pepperoni on them. crackers with pepperoni and cheese on them. Um, hmm. This thing's pretty good. I need to get a hold of that one guy. No comment. What steel? $20 CV. What knife is it? Oh yeah, that one didn't go well. Oh well. Oh, what's that knife called? Defcon Mako. God, you guys have some interesting hobbies. Oh, so I run every knife of mine around 20 degrees, but you can go down to 18, no problem. Let me look that up here in a sec. Oh, you swallow? Okay. Now that email's sent, and I can just pay attention. Damn. And you wonder why I don't do stuff like that. Mike's Customs, what's up? Welcome back. You know, it might be time to move over to Whatnot. I'm personally not a pen collector, which we've already had this conversation. I wouldn't know garbage from, well, that's not true. I could probably figure that out by myself. But for the most part, I don't know garbage from anything else. Except for the Bic crystal. I hate that thing. I absolutely hate that thing, and I will never use one. I go out of my way to use a pencil instead. Oh, but it's one of the most elegantly designed pens out there. It's so cheap and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And they feel like garbage because they're cheap. I hate that thing. I've been pretty happy with this one. Pen, not pencil, but I think I'll be sticking with stuff like this. Had a good time. Didn't do any overly impressive shots because I still need to sight that thing in better than it already is. I'm thinking about cleaning it and then selling it. And then buying myself another bolt action in 5.56. Squeak. Squeak. No. They're still on. Why would I take them off? They're not bothering anybody. Aww. I've had some people get a kick out of it. Okay then. It may be time to re-grease this. You know, I'm going to use the original Allen key that they sent with it. You know what I don't understand is how they pull off having an Allen key made that only fits on one side. I'm not cleaning the whole thing. Wipe this thing off real quick. Would you guys believe me if I told you the grease that they use on these things is pretty good? I know, shocking. Yes, it will. Turns out when you fidget with them, they tend to do that. See, I didn't know that when I bought it. Hence why my design will have 2 ceramic detent balls and we'll I don't remember what I was going to say. And we'll have a replaceable lock bar insert. On the Sebenza they cannot, no. You would need a new lock bar, which means you need an entire new scale, which I don't like that. How do they lock in? What do you mean? Oh. It's basically inset in there like they do with diamonds in a ring. I don't think they offer that as a service, is what I was getting at. Oh, there's the line. Okay, so I need to put a line on every section here. It needs more than that. I want something that's blatantly obvious so I can tell which side's which. That'll do it. They're called prongs, but yes. There it is. No, I don't. And if I did, it wouldn't be here, it would be in the garage. Actually, I can put this all back together real quick. And then I can worry about the grease that I'm supposed to be using. I'm sure they do. God, every time I look at this thing with the stickers on it, I forget that I put stickers on it. Chris Reeve knives, yes. I wouldn't call it my favorite either. Oh, I love washers. They take a lot less maintenance than bearings. And this is a 5/64 Allen head. Or a 5/64 hex, or whatever you want to call it. I don't like bearings because they need cleaned. I don't really need to clean this. I'd rather do it out of want than necessity. Why would they use metric if they're in the US? So there's that side finished. Oh, loose balls. Never heard of that happening. And no, I've never had a Shirogorov. They're a bit out of my price range at the moment. I'm looking to have my own design made. Oh, so they're non-caged. Okay. That's an interesting choice. The bigger problem with bearings is when something goes wrong, it's not exactly easy to find a new set. Half of my truck is metric and half of it's standard. Putting anything back together on that thing sucks. That sucks. A Nissan with more American sized parts than a Chevy. I'm saving up and having my own design made. Need the money for that, but that's what saving up's for. You probably wouldn't like it because it's not on bearings. And now it's time to grease the ball. If you ever have trouble with one of these things not being smooth, just a quick tip. There's a line there on the lock bar. Right there, if it'll focus. Right there. Put a tiny bit of grease on that, and then open and close it. Open and close it about 10 times. So I'm going to show you the design that I've got so far. And I want to preface this by saying this design is not made to copy a Chris Reeve. Originally, the design was supposed to bring back a knife that I haven't seen made in like years. You know what? They do shit right with that grease that they use, I'll give them that. It needs broken in again. Every time that I take it apart, it needs broken in. Okay. Have that facing me this time. Second phone, right here. And these are the worst pictures ever. Oh, cool. Give me just a sec, guys. Okay. Now that email sent. Instagram. That's dumb. Check the pictures that I sent to myself. So that's the design that we're working with at the moment. Titanium frame lock. Damn. That's a lot of money. Still need to come up with a pocket clip for it. But I do like the pocket clip on these, so I might go with something similar. Are they expensive? My brakes on my truck were $1,000 for brakes all around. Installed and with a warranty. I didn't want to mess around with springs, so plus again, I think it was 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty on my brakes. So it's better than no warranty from me. I'm gonna put a little more grease on that ball. I don't know how they do it, but every single time that I bring it in and they give it back to me, it is so much nicer. What do I drive? A 96 Chevy 1500. Oh, that sucks. You flick it and it almost opens all the way. You know, that right there, that's the proof that the grease that they use is better. Andrew, what's up? How's it going? That's how it be sometimes. Ooh, can I can probably do that. Time to modify another Q-tip. Damn it, that didn't work. What was? The Sage 2 is cool, but because it's discontinued, it is way expensive. They're plastic Q-tips. They're not the paper ones. Try and do that with a paper one and it's not going to work. Anyway, I'm modifying this Q-tip so that I can put grease in spots that I can't reach. Which would be what I assume the problem is. Are you guys talking about the 10 speed? Mm. No, thank you. I'm cutting this so that I can grease the detent ball track without needing to take it apart. That's an interesting shape. That might just work out. So when you're looking at this thing, the detent ball track is sitting right there in between the frame lock pieces. And you can see that line where the detent ball rides on. And there's no lubricant there. But every single time that I bring it back, and then they give it back to me, there's grease there. But I've never been able to get it there without making a huge mess, which is what I'm fixing right now. I'm giving myself a way to do that. I'm actually trying to go for something that has a little more give than a toothpick, or else I would have used a toothpick. I already tried that. What it does when you lubricate the ball is it lubricates the basically the ball rides on the edge of this. So you can see right there, it's not touching very much. And it only lubricates like the first little bit and then it's all done. And that's it. My phone's probably dying right now. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh. Almost back to how it was. And this almost still isn't thin enough. So we're going to try and thin that out a little bit more. Because I'm getting grease in a spot that I don't want it at. Which is right up here. Right up here. I'm getting some grease where it touches. Because it isn't thin enough. That might work. I don't know, man. I'll be getting that knife tomorrow. I'm not sure if I can pull it off. When I'm opening it, nothing is in the way. I might just leave that as it is. That worked out perfect. Extra long Q-tip, anyone? I'd say that's some quality control issues right there. I don't think I've ever seen a Q-tip that long. Until you realize it's my tools that I've made. Does RAM still have the death wobble? I won't screw with one of those until they figure out how to fix that shit. No, it may not be, but every time that I hear about it, it's from one of those. It's not very often that you see a stock truck, though. Interesting. Well, my sister wants a lifted RAM, and I said, probably not a great idea. Hopefully, this works out well. When you're going anywhere above like 55 or something on a modified Chrysler product, like a lifted Chrysler product, they develop something called the death wobble, and it scares the shit out of you. If I am wrong, please correct me. Again, cars aren't my thing. Yeah, I design knives, I don't build cars. I know a general idea of how they run. Other than that, not a whole lot. I mostly enjoy the engine side of things. I don't like the everything else. Yeah, pretty much the same thing here. I can, I just keep forgetting to do it. Well, you have to add oil every 10 miles. Dude, that's not a dashboard. Don't make fun of him for it. It's not his fault that they made that shit out of tortilla chips. I may not be the most well versed car guy, but I can understand where that's going. Common issue. Dude, somebody, oh my god. It was the funniest shit that I'd seen in a while. They made a video of them, I think they took their dashboard out that was in perfect condition and they threw it on the ground and somebody made a sound edit over that, made it sound like Legos falling apart. Oh, it was hilarious. See, I have no say when it comes to things that are four-wheel drive because my truck is two-wheel drive. Again, I have a general idea of how two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive work. And if you had me take them apart and put them back together, I could probably figure it out. But modifying that shit ain't gonna happen. God damn. Sure. I'm sure I could figure it out. He's saying you're old, inverted. Are you just gonna stand there and take that? I think my calves are larger than my biceps, so yeah. I would assume that that's a common thing. Maybe not. My calves are like a fucking brick stuck into somebody's leg. You flex that and it literally looks like somebody shoved a brick under the skin. Trent, what's up? Just regretting taking my Chris Reeve apart again. As per usual. It's smooth now. Oh, I already did. I just didn't use their recommended stuff because it's $15 for 5 grams. Hallelujah. Everybody, say hallelujah. I have officially broken it in with the wrong lube and it works. I haven't broken shit. Knock on wood. Thank you. I think the stickers look great. I think Cliff is about to show up. I'm happy with my silly stickers, thank you very much. Oh, thank God. I was starting to worry that I'd never get it back to as smooth as it was. The problem is, I don't know how I got it that smooth. And I can never figure it out. Oh, my back. As per always, my back's killing me. Don't you mean as per usual? No. Probably not, to be honest. Appreciate the offer, though. For gifts. You think I can afford a doctor? Actually, give me a sec to think about that. A cutting board. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I was thinking cutting board, and I'm like, I don't know if you can make custom cutting boards like that. We're talking about kitchen cutting board, aren't we? God, I'm an idiot. Fucking moron. Need to use my brain. No, I don't need my logo on anything yet. Speaking of which, we need to come up with a logo. Piece of paper. I was just thinking about it, right? And the cutting board that we've had, it's a plastic cutting board that we've had since I was a kid. And it's got some stuff on it that you can't get off. I want my truck with a 6-liter and a supercharger. You have to oil ones. I believe that. Or in a haunted house or something. Let's go with pencil on this one. Where's that pencil I was using yesterday? Maybe if I stop hiding shit. Oh. I already don't like how that looks. It's a base model Silverado 1500 from 96. It is one step above the work truck, which means it has the radio. Woohoo. I want you guys to tell me what you think of this logo when I'm done. Never mind, I don't like that logo. No, my signature looks like shit. It's slightly more legible than Doctor's. I don't want AI involved. Or we could do like that. You know what? I might have an AI help me with ideas and then use the inspiration from those ideas or something, but that's quick. No, it stood for knockoff. I'm not going to lie to you guys and say that it stands for something else. The original plan for the channel was something else. Then it swapped to me comparing fake versions of knives to real ones. And then I changed my mind again, and now we are where we are. Oh, I can draw pretty well. .460 horsepower and 80 foot-pounds of torque. That is, you don't get shit for torque. Oh, yeah, see, that makes more sense. 80 is like less than half of what my truck gets. Messenger. I don't think anybody cares that you guys are talking about that crap. You can talk about it all you want. It keeps people talking. Yes, but I don't lie to people on purpose. Do I have a boat or anything? No. You know what? These stickers are starting to get kind of dirty. I think it is about time for them to come off. Holy shit. Heh, I get 14. I think I get 14 in the city and 14 on the highway. I get terrible mileage. Mine doesn't tell me how many I get. Wish it did, though. I'd use that shit all the time to figure out how to drive more efficiently. No way, mine's got a 5 liter too. It's just a Chevy 5 liter, so it's a piece of shit. You don't get shit for power, and you don't get shit for mileage. You get the worst of both worlds, or something like that. No, mine's a 5 liter. It's not a 5.7. It is a 5.0. A 305 Chevy. In a 96. So the 5.7 is a 350 cubic inch. Mine is a 305. Other than the 6.5 being a total turd, that doesn't sound like a bad rig. Oh, wow. Almost none of the sticker residues left behind. Well, that went better than expected. I wish mine had the third door. Mine was the year before they came out with the rear door for the extended cab. Did you find anything? What do you mean roller? What did you find? And let me guess, they wanted near full price for it too. Was it? That would surprise me. Here's how you can tell if it's a knockoff. Well, let's get a real Benchmade on the table real quick. Yes, squeak. So if you feel the logo, then when I'm rubbing my fingers on this one, you don't feel anything. But on the fake ones, you'll feel it. And if you rub it against your shirt or something, it'll catch on your shirt. So that's tell number one. And that's the most obvious tell for most of them. Tell number two, pay attention to the font. The font is a dead giveaway because I don't think I've ever seen a fake that has the right font. It very well may have. Thumb studs aren't hard to get though. Do you know what model it was, or? No, it is not an LS. It's a small block Chevy. supposedly more fuel efficient than the 350 or the 57 as another name, but it got like 1 mile per gallon more in the city, and it costs a decent amount less. Brand new, my truck was $21,000 in '96. The engine rattles at 3,500 plus. Or not rattles, it shakes. Yeah, you got, oh, what was it? 40 less horsepower, and I think 50 or 60 less foot-pounds of torque for 1 mile per gallon more. Oh, I don't think it's an engine mount thing. $7.5 or $6.5? Because earlier you said $6.5, but now you said $7.5 twice. If we're talking Benchmade, it's not going to be S35. I know what the 6.5 turbo turd is. Don't get me wrong, I know exactly what that is. I've never heard of a 7.5 though. Well, there you go. Yes, I was talking to you. S30V is their base steel now, yes. No, a little bit ago you said 6.5. Andrew said 6.5. Okay. Yep. I knew I saw 6.5 somewhere. The 6.5 turbo turd. Oh, that thing was a turd. It's still a turd. Yeah, typically when you talk about gas, you talk about, well, gas from the 90s and 80s, you're talking cubic inches. So 7.5 wasn't what I was expecting. Oh, you're talking about a 6.5 foot bed. Okay. Mine's got a 6.5 foot bed. I know because I barely fit in it. That sounds like a skill issue. Not to be mean. S30V. The fact that Benchmade still uses D2 at all, disgusting. I'm not saying D2 is bad. D2 has been around forever, and it's great. A Chevy short bus. Oh, we all know what the Duramax is. Well, yeah, it doesn't change anything performance-wise. It's supposed to change toughness numbers, and that's about it. I just want to show you guys what Benchmade charges for D2. We can, yeah. You just got to tell me what it looks like. What year Duramax is it? Benchmade folders overpriced, yes. Spyderco instead of Benchmade. Oh, you got an LLY. Dang, dude, you got. Wait, is that the earlier version or. Blade was coated. What color coating? And what color were the scales? So here's what we're going to do. Yes, they look ugly, but they're super comfortable. We're going to go look through regular D2 from Benchmade. Wow. $550 for regular D2, not even CPM D2. $500. I've never seen that thing before, but that's actually kind of cool. The only ones that they have right now are 500 and 550. Yeah. Benchmade made Balisongs. What a shocker. Pretty sure that's how they started, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't care. Dude, it was even heat treated right. Where was it made? In the US. Uh, I'm not sure it's a better heat treat on those. Two-Bit here is secretly Knives, I guess, who has an old Benchmade kukri before they were called Benchmade. Pacific Cutlery. I think we all liked Swiss Army knives when we were kids. Yes, I remember the first time that I was given a Swiss Army knife. It was my second knife, and without that, I don't think that we would be where we're at today. Obviously, the autism kicked in a little bit late. But here we are. D2 is not meant for that. I'm going to be honest, D2 is a tool steel. It was meant for machining parts and dies. Oh, that's fun. So is your therapist into knives now or something? Okay, yeah. It was a die steel from the 40s, if I'm not mistaken. And back then, purity wasn't as good as it is now, but yeah. Try explaining to somebody that's hot that you're into knives. They start finding you creepy very fast. Any cool buck knives? Other than my buck 110? Nope. I think the Infidel is one of the dumbest knives that I've ever held. I hate that thing so much because it's got a 30 something degree edge on one side because it's a chisel grind. Oh, it sucks. Yeah, I did see your post about the buck with the pearl handle. I've never seen something like that in person. Nice. My dad gave me a few knives. They're in a box, separate from. Actually, they're with a couple of the other ones. The most cherished knives. Um, I don't know if I could list that. I was sitting there for a minute trying to think of what a buck 120 is. And then I remembered it was the Hunter. If I decided to have a kid, they're getting some nice shit. I'm not saying the first knife that they get's gonna be a Sebenza, but a small Sebenza would be awesome. No, I don't like inlays. Mine only broke because it was a cheap knife. If my first knife wasn't a cheap knife, I don't think it would have broke. Which is unfortunate, but that's kind of just the way things work. And it wasn't me being stupid or anything. It was, I was just carving with it, and one of the pins gave out. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go clean this out again. And I'm going to use the grease that they send with them. Even though it's $15 for the amount that you get. Yeah, there's a reason I don't have kids, too. I don't think I'm prepped for that kind of shit, and they're expensive as hell. That's unfortunate. I'm a kid. God damn. Damn. That's a lot of money. 23. Yeah, fuck that. Just about any diamond plate will work fine for D2. Yeah, and probably have their shit together more than I do too. Yep, I picked them up from a shelter. They were strays when I got them. How much time do you want to put into learning how to sharpen? Once things are already sharp, it's not that hard, but it's getting them sharp that first time. That sucks. Oh, Jesus. Well, that stuff's thin. I don't think that that's right. There's something wrong here. You don't need a pawn shop knife. Okay. That's a lot better than it was. I'm barely paying attention to chat, guys, so I want my Sebenza to be smooth again. And I don't think that's too much to ask for, but apparently it thinks that it is. You know what's funny is the amount of people that told me I was wrong when I said that Böhler steel is made in Austria. Everybody said that it was German. Turns out it is Austrian. I looked into it. They are an Austrian company. I had like 4 people in here tell me I was wrong when I said that. Like, I did a little bit of digging before I said it. I wasn't 100% sure, but I was pretty sure. Did a little more digging, looked on their website. They are in Austria. I can see where you're going with this. I knew it. Damn, I'm good at guessing shit. So that should be enough of that grease, hopefully. stuff's really, really thin. Like really thin grease. You may or may not be right about that. I may or may not only know 2 people from Austria. I'm disappointed. Oh, that click. I'm very disappointed in that grease. I spent that long redoing the whole grease thing that I just did with my grease, and it ended up being worse than the stuff that I was already using. But that stuff that I was already using was worse than the stuff that they used at the shop. Well, IT is pretty useful until you get replaced with AI. I'll bet the medical industry pays well. No, I don't need to do that. Oh, I was just thinking this stuff doesn't work great. I mean, it's working, but it's not like as good as the stuff that they use in the shop. I'm gonna try something that I haven't tried yet. And I don't know how well it's gonna work. Oh, dude. No, that's it right there. That thing fires like a rocket now. Anyone want to guess what I put in there? No. I put a little bit of mineral oil and that was it. A little bit of mineral oil on the detent ball. That's clean. Nope, still can't open it like that. Dude, biology is just the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and that's it. I'll stick with my other materials and not that. What's so complicated about the mitochondria? Nothing. Hey guys, you ready? Squeak. I think my favorite knife will always be the Para 3. I was fine with most science classes, but I only went up to high school. Stan likes physics because of jiggle physics. Okay, guys, I need a serious answer to this. Like, listen to my question. I need you all to pay attention to this. For this design that I'm coming out with, should I have it optional to use bearings and washers, like separate from each other, or should it just be washers? Or maybe the first one is only washers, and then V2 will start working with seeing if we can do bearings. I'm sure it would. I need to think of how I could make it work. A folder similar to a Chris Reeve and Cosi. Just a dude, what's up? I don't like fixed blades, nope. Yeah, been streaming for a while. You're only almost 3 hours late. Yes, we're all lifing. I own almost no fixed blades. Oh, I was out at the range today. Had some fun. I don't want fixed blades. I'm sure they'd sell well. I stopped counting when I hit 4. And I think I have less than 4 now. No, I don't think you did. I'd like to end the stream kind of soon because I want to go watch YouTube just like you guys are. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sharpen a knife and possibly 2. And then after that, I'll end the stream. I'll check the picture. That's where my phone went. I'm sitting here like, where did I put my phone? And I'm recording with it. No. Messenger. If you send this shit to me, I will never sharpen it. Screw that. Not gonna happen. You couldn't pay me enough to sharpen that shit. Oh, it's Damascus too. I thought it was just dirty. But yeah, you couldn't pay me enough to sharpen that thing. The freaking recurve final boss. So I've made a decision. Last time I went out sharpening, that I'm never using the factory angle on knives again. I'm using whatever angle I'm used to, and that is what you get. It's sharp as shit, and it'll last a while. I'm never doing a factory angle again. At the pawn shop, I royally fucked a Benchmade, or whatever it was, by trying to follow the previous person's angle, and nope. I'll agree with that. On a Scandi grind, I'll follow that, because that's not that hard to do. I hate this knife, and every knife like it, because they're flexible. This one's $22 on Amazon. You need the rubber base for it too, and that's like another 20 though. Let me think about it. Is it heat treated properly or is it soft? Yes, your knife. Yeah, I've got a bunch of custom strops that I made. Well, by a bunch, I mean two, but. And I only use one side on mine. But my strops are literally just a piece of leather and that's it. I might have to work into buying some round diamond stones or something. See, the reason why I don't go with sharpening cheap knives is they're never fast. 14 inches? Never mind. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, man. The largest knife I've done is 8 inches, and I didn't enjoy that. 15. There's no way that's happening. At this point, I hate to say it, it's a decorative piece now. Because I wouldn't bring it to Joe Sharpener, random dude on the street, because something like that is too easy to screw up when it comes to belts. At least we get some humor out of it. No, I was debating on whether I would do it or not until he said that it was 14 inches. And then I said 14 inches is too long of a knife for me to sharpen. Like, I'm good, but I'm not that good. My local knife shop, I'm pretty sure they use a Ken Onion angle thing, the belt sander, whatever. I don't trust Damascus either. It's never good enough. but they screwed up my buddy's thing too. The infidel that he's got. They gave it a bad angle, and I don't think I'd ever take anything back to them. Especially since I sharpen my own shit now. The only time I ever took something to sharpen there was when the only stone that I had was that DMT. I hate sharpening cheap stuff. I'm not even going to finish this one for tonight. Have you checked on your head, Andrew? I hate sharpening those things. Damn. Yeah, exactly. This is going to sound dumb, but if you're ever looking for your phone, check in your hand. Yes, exactly. So I'm going to shut the camera off because I'm not going to continue sharpening for the night. And there's nothing that you guys need to see after this point. So we can continue talking for a bit, but I'm going to try and see if my phone will charge faster than it dies. Now that I've adjusted how it's sitting. Okay, we'll see you later, Geek Machinist. You have a good one. That sucks. Other than that, how's it going? Come on, start charging faster. Said other than that, how's it going? Oh, good. Get that shit figured out. Yep. Great minds think alike. No, it's the phone. I figured out that it is the phone. This wouldn't have happened if you were watching the stream earlier. You wouldn't have woken up like that. I'm just gonna blame you for not watching my shit. Then go to bed. Like, now. It's not a weekend. We'll see you later, inverted. Oh. Chat has died down. We have 4 people. Would you like me to tell you every time I look at the time next time? Don't worry, next time, every time I look at the time, I'll tell you what time. Sound like a plan? It is 2:45 a.m. Mountain Time. It is 3:45 a.m. Central Time. It is 4:46 a.m. East Coast Time, wherever the hell that is. It is 1:46 a.m. Pacific Time. Holy shit, my phone went up 1%. Is it called Eastern Time? Hey, I tried, man. Ticket number 143,322. Please go to kiosk number 7. That's the average DMV experience, by the way. Yeah. Now serving. Window number 3. Oh, dude, I love this thing. I can't wait for my knife to come out. It's gonna be such a badass. Now serving ticket number 328,476 at window number 12. Please grab a ticket and stand in line. When there's that one dude at the DMV who you know is a knife guy, because he's sitting there rubbing his thumb against his knife because he can't pull it out because it's a government building. Me. I do that shit all the time. Well, I was thinking, we don't have very many people in here anyway, so I can talk about it. I was thinking maybe for 10K, I give away one of that knife. It kind of depends on how quickly I hit 10K. If it happens next year, then I might not be able to do it. But also, if it happens next year, that means that I've been getting enough views that it may pay for itself. Just this once, I'll look up a fixed blade. Okay. I kind of prefer the other one. I like the Mark 1 the way it is. It wouldn't be a 1 of 1. It would be a 1 of 2. I could give away one of the prototypes. I'll keep the other one. My question is, where do I have the word prototype put on it? Why what? Why 2 prototypes? Or... No, I decided... So, I wanted to do 5, but they're 500 apiece. And the production model is 200 apiece, or 250 apiece. So, why would I charge myself double when I don't have to? The only reason the prototypes are existing is because I want proof of concept that everything fits and works. Palmer, what's up? Did some heavy work on the Sebenza. Took it to the range today as well. No. We're sticking with the, I think I'm sticking with 2 prototypes. I can't afford a shit ton of prototypes. Because again, think about it. That is $2,500, right? And if each knife costs me my future kid's brother, that no. Keeping that shit for myself. Because I'm selfish like that. Nothing you can do to stop me either. So 2,500 divided by 200. I could do 12 knives for the price of 5. I was just thinking giving away a regular production model and keeping both prototypes. I can show you how to send pictures. I'm not doing 500, I'm doing 100. And it's not going to be out of 100. I'm just going to serialize them and start at number 3. Or no, start at 1, but have 2 prototypes that are 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. Okay, I'll show you here in a sec. So, what you're going to do, like you're here in my live stream, you're going to click on my profile picture, then you're going to do visit community, and you can post stuff on here. Yeah, I can't afford to have 500 made. 500, that's like $100,000. Did you want to put $100,000 into this? Because I don't. Not yet, anyway. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that it will sell, and I'm sure it'll sell well even. When I'm doing comparable shit to companies that charge more, I wouldn't doubt that people would be happy to buy. Give me a second, I'll show you. I'm cleaning out the threads on the Sebenza because it's being a pain. It keeps backing itself out. Oops, not YouTube music. Regular YouTube. Ah, there we go. So when you're on here, you click on my profile picture, then you click visit community, and then you can post stuff here. I made it public so you guys can post stuff there. So while I'm streaming, you can show me stuff. It beats you guys having to send me something somewhere else. You don't have that option. You should. Community settings. Yeah, you should be able to. Chris, what's up? 5 days until what? Oh, I love this Sebenza so much. It's not quite Para 3 good. Oh, yeah. You getting shit packed up? Believe me, you're going to want everything packed up before you have to move. Oh. Well, at least that's good news that you're already packed up by the sounds of it. You've never seen that on any other channel? I don't know if other channels have that turned on. But yeah, I want my subscribers to post stuff on there. Fair enough, you're moving out of your comfort zone. Hopefully things go well. I wish you luck. It's been a while since I've sold something. Chris, I appreciate the $1. It keeps saying error. How long have you been a subscriber for? You have to be a subscriber for at least a day. Inverted, have you tried? It might need an update then. Yeah, you need to be subscribed for at least 24 hours for you to post stuff on there. Weird. I've had other people post stuff on there all the time. Like Cut and Carry posted a picture of his Unumzon and his Para 3 and all the other ones. Will posted a bunch of his design ideas. Oh, cool. Well, there we go. See you in a bit. I turned the camera off because my phone wasn't charging fast enough. So it's either I have the camera turned off or I end the stream. Which I'm probably going to end the stream here pretty soon. Probably in the next 30 something minutes or so. Nope, nothing. Weird. I wonder if they got rid of that. I'll be right back as well. I'm gonna try something. What is what? $1.49. Damn. You know what I can do with $1.49? Again, more Arizona iced tea. If you don't think that you're wasting money, then that is your choice. All the money that gets donated is going Well, 30% of it goes to YouTube, but the rest of it is going. Well, actually, some of it gets taken by taxes, but everything that isn't getting taken by taxes is going towards that knife design being released. I do appreciate it very much. We're coming close. Well, not really, but it'll happen over time. Don't worry about it. The math of YouTube money is very dumb. I got sent another picture. Yeah, I don't know why you guys aren't able to do that. I just went and checked with another phone, and that one was allowed to do it with somebody else's account. I'm going to do the same thing here in a bit. Appreciate it, Chris. Hopefully you have a great night. Good luck with your move. Messenger. You're on a computer. And by the looks of it, or no, that's a tablet of some sort. Can you click on the posts thing? Oh yeah, you've got one of them fold things, don't you? A Galaxy Fold 7, yeah. I remember you talking about that, bragging about that or whatever. Here pretty soon I might be getting a new phone though, to replace this busted ass one that I've got. Dude, the screen protector is trashed on this thing. So can you click on the posts section and see if anything shows up? That's a lot of shit in a sheath. Like, a lot. I want an Unumzon so bad. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but I do want one. But because they're so hard to come by, everybody wants 600 plus for them. Even though brand new, they are 500. That's weird. That sucks, man. There's a couple Forever Flag Sebenzas up for sale on eBay. No, it's just not showing up where it would show up on yours, which is really weird. I have to show you guys one of the most beautiful Sebenzas I've ever seen. Right here. And it has a star sapphire inlay. Well, if you're gonna head out, you're like the last person in here other than if Andrew's still in here. And I don't think anybody new is gonna show up, so I'll give it about another 3 minutes before I go ahead and end the stream. It's gonna be a weird number, but I don't care at this point. Fair enough. Wish this person Notorious Miscellaneous on or Miscellanea. Yes, they were a limited run. In BG42 steel, not any of the modern shit. That sucks. So I gotta show you guys this. This is a sandblasted, they call it glass blasted, Sebenza. And if you look at it, it's got a micarta inlay on the back, but it doesn't have it on the front. Well, I went to their other listings and they have another Sebenza. And the other Sebenza has a micarta inlay on the front, but it doesn't have one on the back. So All this dude needs to do is take them off of, or take the front scale off of one of them, or off of them both, and then swap them. The problem is, if I told him how to do it, I think he'd do it wrong. So since you have to unscrew this and then push it through and pull this out, you can't just take the top scale off and then stick the other one on. You have to put it together the right way, or you may cause damage. That's just such a silly thought to me, that you would take apart a knife and, ooh, knife under the table, and swap the front scales. I was sitting there like, this thing's a mutt. It's two Sebenzas put together wrong. It developed a wee bit of lock rock now that we've been playing with it for a bit. Yep. Anyway, guys, that was 3 minutes. Andrew, Inverted, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And to that third person that's sitting in here, you as well. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, day. Do I have any multi-tools? Yes. I have Leatherman Wave Plus, 2 of them. Yep. Should be tomorrow, and hopefully I won't sleep past when I'm supposed to start the stream, like I did today. So yeah, for everybody, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, day, morning, whatever it is. And we'll see you in the next one.